The old man took the baby to her room and lay her down on the bed. He wanted to sleep in the bed beside the baby, but he thought the baby was alone till now in the icy mountain, so she won't like it if I sleep beside her. After all, I am not her mother. After thinking seriously while walking back and forth, he let the baby sleep alone here. If something happens, then he can come here. Yes, this old man is not so foolish. He gave Crystal the room beside him, so he can come and see her any time. Also, he let the gadget he made for housework stay in this room with the baby. Thinking that there was no problem, he felt happy and went to sleep in his bed. The next morning, when the old man came to the room to take the baby outside and feed her something, he was surprised. "Oh my goodness, Crystal, why did you become like this?" His voice was a little loud with a surprised tone. Hearing his voice, his son Luther also came to the room to see what had happened. "Where is the little baby? Why is there a child who is 3 years old sleeping in this room? Didn't you let Crystal sleep here last night?" He asked so many questions at the same time, the old man didn't have time to think. "How do I know that? When I came here, I saw her like this with the red cloth wrapped around her body." When he explained to his son, he suddenly realized the red cloth. He went closer to the bed and looked well this time. The red cloth is the same, and the lotus pendant is also the same, but the baby becomes big like a 3-year-old child. Then it means this child is Crystal. Yes, of course. I forgot what Death Mountain is. There can time stopped at a time, so when the baby came out of that place, she became like this. He ended analyzing, but not all of that was false. Hearing the commotion, the baby opens her eyes and looks at the old man. "Grandpa." When she called him with her sweet voice, the old man and Luther were both surprised. "You called me!" The old man was happy and stunned. Didn't you say that I was your granddaughter last time? You also gave me a name, Crystal Lotus. Actually, this little girl's name was Crystal, but with her name she got an extra lotus. It's not that she didn't like, but she felt complicated. Yes, you are my good granddaughter. You remember everything." The old man was happy, but didn't even think about how the baby would remember everything. On the other hand, the people who are trying to find him have found some traces of him. The man called another person and told him that he had found the traces of the old man. "I found the traces of him, but I am not sure. Can you send some people for—" Before he could finish the sentence, the other person said coldly, "I will send some people, but you better find him. If not, then I will kill you with that old man who is sneaky." Hearing the man's cold voice, the man felt a cold shiver down his back. But they didn't know that there was another group that was lurking behind them. In the meantime, in another place, inside a big building, the building will be 50 floors. In a room that looks like a joint office with a room, a man had just ended the call in a cold voice and called another person. "Send some people somewhere with a trained dog to find someone. I will send you the address in a message." Saying this in a slightly cold voice, he ended the conversation with the other person, then sent the address. Suddenly, someone came inside of the room with a slight smile on their face. The person was a woman in her 30s. "Olivia, why did you come here?" Looking at her, the man said. "I didn't see you for a week, so I came to see your handsome face," she said with a bright smile. "What's there to see in my face? It was ruined decades ago." The man said with a complicated expression. It was true that his face had a long cut on his right cheek. It happened when he was fighting with a monster. He was careless, and his teammate didn't help him. So he got this cut on his face and left the team and made this guild on his own. Now he has become a man who doesn't believe anyone and will do anything to achieve his goal. "Haha, what are you saying? You are more handsome when you have this cut on your face," she said with an awkward, cheerful voice so that it would feel real. But she didn't know the man noticed her awkwardness, but didn't say anything, hearing her cheerful voice. "Just state the fact. Why did you come here? You know that I am a busy man and I can't entertain you all the time," he said coldly, but not much cold yet. "When will you marry me?" she asked straightforwardly. "Do you know what you are saying? I am an old man. Why are you always coming here to tell this?" The man was annoyed to hear her talking about marriage. "I know that you can't forget about your first love, but what about me? Did you think about our future for a moment?" she asked, but her voice was trembling when she said this. Subscribe and follow the story for the next chapter.